I'm Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different, and every breakup is different. Work with me, and you'll get professional help on your situation. Just click on the link in the description below, or go to my website, askcraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Kenneth, and in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about they blocked me for no reason. Have you ever had somebody do something that was just so bizarre and confusing to you that you're like, why would they do this? I don't understand this at all. Well, unfortunately, people can do very confusing and unusual and bizarre things all the time. And it could leave us confused, it can make us anxious, and it could give us a lot of different emotions and make us scared, sad, angry. A lot of different things can come from it. But at the end of the day, you're just sitting there baffled as to what they did and why. And I see this all the time in breakups. And it could be one tiny little detail that you've overlooked, or that maybe I've seen a pattern from, that can help nail a situation down and give you some clarity. This video is from a guy that I've done probably about 3 or 4 Skypes with, and he sent me an update. So I thought it was interesting, and I thought you guys would enjoy this video. So he says, "Hi Craig, hope you've been well. It has been a while, but basically about 2.5 months ago, my ex called after I congratulated her and some friends on getting a job offer by a message. We talked for an hour. She seemed really interested in me and how my family and friends are, and even joked about missing just my dog and not me." Well, you know, they often say that there is some truth to a lot of jokes. And if you think about it, there really is. And I would know, because as many of you guys know, I've done stand-up comedy for about 15 years. I do that. I don't do it as much as I used to because you guys have me so crazy busy. But I love comedy and I love to laugh. And yes, I do see that a lot of humor does have an underlying message there. So when she said, she just missed the dog and not him, there's a good possibility that she really meant that. Interesting, right? So I think that you could easily have overlooked it, but I sit there and I think, let's see what else plays out and how else this goes, and give us an indication if it's a joke or there's some hidden meaning behind that. After that, I added her back on Snapchat after she brought up being removed by me. She tried to joke around the subject. See, again, she's thinking something, she's bothered by something, she's upset by something, but instead of coming out and saying the truth, she's joking around about the subject. So that tells me this may be some type of pattern for her where she doesn't communicate openly, and she does these little digs, and so maybe that first comment meant more than he initially thought. I explained it was nothing personal. I just had to pull my focus on recovering from my back injury. She said she was really happy for me, and she was pleading that I don't play rugby again and get hurt, but can't believe that I'm boxing instead and is happy for me. She kept saying how she felt like she has matured so much in the last few months and feels like a better and more mature person. Not sure why she kept insisting on letting me know. Well, in his situation, his ex was very, very immature, emotionally all over the place. She had a lot of issues, and I kept trying to get him to see that, but he saw what he wants to see. But, you know, I can be more objective than you guys when you're attached to somebody, and so I tell you like I see it. And I just saw that this girl was really immature emotionally. She had a lot of issues and trauma that she was dealing with in therapy, which is great, but she still had a lot of work to go. And I didn't think she was anywhere near ready being in a relationship. And the fact that she's trying to say, I'm mature, I wonder if she's trying to overcompensate because she knew how immature she acted, and she's trying to be like, well, I'm mature, but let's see if her behavior has changed. I called her a couple of weeks later, and we talked for about 10 minutes. She even mentioned seeing my Snapchat and asking how my holiday in Australia was, and jokingly asking about etc. Well, I guess etc. She was interested in knowing about that too. I don't know what that means. Okay. Funnily? He wrote funnily. Is it funnily a word, or is it funny enough? Funnily enough? I don't know what's going on here. Let's just roll. Let's just say forget funnily. Funnily doesn't sound real to me. I could be wrong, but I'm going to say funny enough. Funny enough, after all this, about 2 weeks after my trip, she randomly deletes me on Snapchat. Well, that doesn't sound very mature, does it? You joked around about how he deleted you from Snapchat, and now she deletes you from Snapchat? For no reason. I didn't do anything. But about 2 weeks later, I sent a drunk text, which I don't remember sending to her, and a few other girls separately, just saying, hey, are you free? One of the problems I had with this guy is he didn't listen, and he knows he didn't, because there were a lot of times I told him to not do something or to follow certain instructions that was going to give him a better chance. He doesn't follow them, and this is what happens. Guys, I see these breakups go on every day, and I see patterns, I see situations, and you're coming to me for a strategy. If you go against what I'm telling you, it's not going to work. Don't get upset at me if I tell you to do something and then you do your own thing and then it doesn't work, and then be like, well, Craig, I took that advice, it didn't work. Well, no, that's not what I told you to do. So I wouldn't have told him to add her on Snapchat. I would have said like, well, if you miss me enough, you could always add me, or something playful like that. But now he sent a drunk text, which he's done before, which is what I'm talking about, losing that emotional self-control and doing something like that, thinking it's going to work. Let's see how that played out. It's just been a month since she blocked me. I just wanted to get your perspective on things for curiosity. Obviously, it did hurt a little bit at the time. However, I'm much better in a happier place in my life now, so I didn't feel a sense of panic. My main question is, why do you think she blocked me randomly after clearly being interested in me and my friendly? In my life and friendly. Friends think it's because it could be hard for her to keep seeing me. No, I don't think that's it at all. And I think that she was interested in hearing from you how your life is going, because, you were an important part of her life, and now that's all she wanted to know, and that's all she cared about. Also, from here, I'm assuming to never contact her again, even if it's just as a friendship, because I reached a point where I don't even know if I want her back. Well, I wouldn't want her back based on the way she's acted with you in the relationship to begin with. Now, the thing is that you're saying, why is she interested in my life? She was being friendly and being nice, but you were the one that reached out to her, right? Both times. You said from the beginning of this email you were the one that reached out to you. She didn't reach out to you. She didn't tell you she missed you. But she was friendly and polite, and she was asking you how things are. But that doesn't mean she was interested in you again. You just assumed it and jumped the gun because you randomly reached out and it happened to get her to be friendly to you again. Just because you reach out to somebody after a few months doesn't mean they're going to necessarily be rude to you, but it doesn't mean or indicate that she wanted to be romantic with you in any way, shape, or form. You just assumed that she was friendly and joking with you, that it meant, oh, she wants me back. I think you got overexcited because she was being nice to you. But now look at it. Obviously, she wasn't that excited because she blocked you. Right? It sucks. I know. But this is why I told you the strategies that we had and the plan we had in place. And you could see what happened when you did your own thing and you did some drunk texting, which I would definitely not do. Also, in your opinion, do you think she'll be back around at some point, once I return to her country in July? She seems super inconsistent, and I guess she hasn't matured as much as I thought she had. Well, yes, I would agree that the blocking was immature, but why did she do it? Obviously, she felt like maybe you were on one level and she was on another. She was just being friendly and she could sense that there was more going on there and you were coming on too strong. But if she was really interested in talking to you and to maintain a relationship with you in any way, shape, or form, she wouldn't be blocking the communication like that. So you got to look at the details when things are going on like this, and that's what I'm here to help you do, so you don't make these mistakes, because I don't see at this point that she is going to be returning or coming back around. I mean, this is the first time you've talked to her in months, and she blocked you. Think about it. So, you know, why she blocked you seems a little bit over the top, I will agree. But, you know, we're dealing with somebody who has a history of being immature and doing rash and impulsive decisions. Maybe that's exactly what she did. So, if you want to get my help personally, go to my website, askcraig.net, sign up for the coaching option that works best for you. If you like the video, throw a like on there and be sure to subscribe, because I'm posting videos Monday through Friday. That's it for this video. And happy Mother's Day to all you ladies. I know it's coming up in a couple days. So all you ladies out there, happy Mother's Day. You deserve it. I'm Craig Kenneth, and I will talk with you soon.